In this short video, we're going to learn how to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. We're going to look at one strategy for doing it. It's a pretty simple, straightforward strategy. And so, let's say I have a given matrix in the form of A, B, C, D. We've got a little 2 by 2 up here. So, our way of finding the inverse, I could say that A inverse is going to be equal to 1 over the determinant of A times that same matrix, but with a few things kind of flipped around. If we were to flip around the top left element and the bottom right element, and then keep the other elements in the same spot but just negate them. And I know that seems random, but that is one way of calculating the matrix, the determinant of a 2 by 2. And so let's kind of practice it down here. Let's say our matrix A actually has these values. And so what we're saying is that our inverse of that matrix would be equal to 1 over the determinant of A times 2 and 4. I'm going to flip those two elements and then negate the other two elements. Now let's first figure out what the determinant of A is. Hopefully you've already watched that video. But the determinant of A is going to be 4 times 2 minus 3 times 3. Okay? And then we're going to take this number, whatever it is, and multiply it like a scalar into this matrix. Because remember, our inverse is going to be another matrix. So this looks like it's going to become 1 over 8 minus 9. So 1 over negative 1, that means our scalar is really just a negative 1. And then we're going to multiply that into this matrix. And once we multiply that in, it's just going to basically negate each of those terms. And that would mean that here is our inverse. So that is one strategy for finding the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. It's a little hairier for a 3 by 3, but no, this is a good strategy for a 2 by 2.